Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about some very rare and special quarters from the United States. These coins are different from normal ones because they have mistakes, unique marks, or are in perfect shape. Some of them can be worth a lot of money, even thousands of dollars. Stay with me, and I will show you why these quarters are so special. First up, the 1965 Washington quarter. This coin looks like a normal 25-cent quarter, but some rare examples have sold for hundreds, and in very special cases thousands of dollars. One example sold for $14,200 at auction. That means if you have one in your pocket or coin jar, it could be worth more than you think. This coin is interesting not just for collectors, but also because it marks an important change in U.S. coins. I will explain the history, the design, the errors to look for, and how to check your coin carefully before you sell it. The 1965 quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series made by the U.S. Mint. This year is important because the Mint stopped using 90% silver and switched to copper-nickel clad composition. The new coins have a copper core with nickel layers instead of silver. This change makes most 1965 quarters common, but a few rare errors or very well-preserved coins can be worth a lot of money. On the front of the coin, you will see George Washington facing left. The words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year, 1965, are also on the front. Most 1965 quarters have no mint mark, meaning they were made in Philadelphia. The back shows the eagle design with wings outstretched, arrows, and an olive branch. This design was used on Washington quarters from 1932 to 1998. The normal value of a 1965 Washington quarter in average circulated condition is about 25 cents, its face value. Coins in better circulated condition might sell for $1 to $3. Uncirculated coins with clear details may be worth $10 to $20. The real value comes with rare or high-grade coins. One coin graded MS-68 sold for $14,200, showing that the value of this coin can go from 25 cents up to more than $14,000. The 1965 quarter was made at the Philadelphia Mint in very large numbers. It is copper-nickel clad, with 75% copper and 25% nickel on the outer layers, and weighs about 5.67 grams. That weight is important because if a coin weighs about 6.25 grams, it could be a silver strike by mistake. Coins struck on silver planchets are extremely rare and can be highly valuable. Errors and unusual varieties make this coin exciting for collectors. Some errors include coins struck on silver planchets, off-center strikes, die cracks, double dies, or other mint mistakes. Coins with these errors in high-grade condition can sell for thousands. For example, a 1965 quarter struck on a silver planchet sold for about $9,300 in 2022. If your coin has an error and is in high uncirculated condition, it could be worth $50 to several $100s, or even thousands. A normal clad coin with wear is usually only worth a few dollars. To check your coin, first look at the mint mark. Most 1965 quarters have no mint mark. Next, check the condition. If it is bright, has sharp details, and shows no wear, it may be uncirculated. Weigh the coin. 5.67 grams is standard, and 6.25 grams could indicate a silver error. Use a magnifying glass or a camera to look for extra lines, doubling, or strange marks. If you see anything unusual, it is a good idea to get the coin graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Coins with high grades often sell for the highest prices. Millions of 1965 quarters were made, but coins in perfect condition or with major errors are very rare. That rarity is what drives high auction prices. Most coins are worth only a few dollars, but top collectible examples can sell for $14,200 or more. Coin values can change over time. High-grade coins or those with verified errors might increase in value. Worn or common coins usually stay low in price. If selling, take clear photos of both sides, list the year, mint mark, condition, and any visible errors, and check what similar coins recently sold for. If you have a 1965 Washington quarter, take a moment to inspect it carefully. Weigh it, Check the details, and look for unusual features. You could have a coin worth much more than its face value. Next coin is the 1966 Washington quarter. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary 25-cent coin, but some rare examples can be worth thousands of dollars. Most people see a 1966 quarter and think it's just a regular coin, but if you know what to look for, you might have a coin that is much more valuable than its 25-cent face. Stay with me because I'll explain the history, the design, possible errors, and how to check your coin for value before you sell or assume it's ordinary. The 1966 Washington quarter is a clad-only coin, meaning it has no silver. The mint used copper-nickel layers over a copper core. This change started in 1965, so by 1966 all quarters were made in this composition. Millions were produced, so most 1966 quarters are common in circulation. But what makes some of them special is that very few survived in perfect, high-grade condition, and coins in top grades can sell for thousands at auction. The front of the coin shows George Washington facing left. You will see Liberty, In God We Trust, and the year 1966. Most of these coins have no mint mark, meaning they were made in Philadelphia. The back shows the classic eagle design with wings outstretched, arrows, and an olive branch. This design was used from 1932 until 1998 for Washington quarters. The normal value of a 1966 Washington quarter in average circulated condition is just 25 cents, its face value. If the coin is in better circulated condition, it might sell for $1 to $3. Coins in uncirculated condition with no wear and sharp details may be worth $3 to $10. The real excitement is in rare high-grade coins. A truly top-grade MS-68 Plus coin could fetch around $21,000 at auction, though that is extremely rare and considered a star coin. Most coins are far more common and worth only a few dollars, but knowing what to look for can make collecting interesting. The 1966 quarter was made at the Philadelphia Mint in very high numbers. It is copper-nickel clad, about 75% copper with 25% nickel outer layers, and weighs 5.67 grams. This weight is important because any coin that seems unusually heavy or light might be an error worth investigating. Errors and unusual varieties are what make this coin interesting for collectors. Some examples include off-center strikes, die cracks, double dies, and other mint mistakes. Coins with these errors in high grade can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. For example, a rare error coin from 1966 in top condition could fetch several $1,000s depending on the market. To check your coin, first look at the mint mark. Most 1966 quarters have no mint mark. Next, check the condition. A bright coin with sharp details and no wear may be uncirculated. Weigh the coin. 5.67 grams is normal for a clad quarter. Examine the coin closely with a magnifying glass or phone camera for unusual lines, doubling, or spots. If you find something unique, consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. High-grade coins and verified errors usually bring the highest prices. Even though millions of these quarters were made, perfect condition coins, or major errors are very rare. That rarity is what drives high auction prices. While most 1966 quarters are worth only a few dollars, top collectible examples in MS-68 Plus condition can sell for up to $21,000, making it worth a close look if you have one. Coin values can change over time. High-grade or verified error coins might increase in value, while worn or common coins usually stay low. If you ever plan to sell, take clear photos of both sides, note the year, mint mark, or lack, condition, and any visible errors. Compare recent auction results for similar coins to estimate current value. If you have a 1966 Washington quarter, take a moment to inspect it carefully. Look at the details, check the weight, and watch for anything unusual. You might have a coin worth much more than its 25-cent face, and knowing this makes collecting more exciting. Next coin is the 1967 Washington quarter. Like the 1966 coin, it looks like a normal 25-cent piece, but some rare examples can be worth thousands of dollars. Most people see a 1967 quarter and think it's just a regular coin, but if you pay attention to condition, errors, and details, you might have a coin that is much more valuable than its 25-cent face. Stay with me because I'll explain the history, design, errors, and how to check your coin for value before you sell or assume it's ordinary. The 1967 Washington quarter is a clad coin, made entirely of copper-nickel layers over a copper core, with no silver. Millions were minted, so most coins are very common in circulation. What makes some coins special is that only a few survived in perfect, high-grade condition, and those top-grade coins can sell for very high prices at auction. The front of the coin shows George Washington facing left. You will see, Liberty, in God we trust, and the year, 1967. Most of these coins have no mint mark, meaning they were struck in Philadelphia. The reverse shows the eagle with outstretched wings, arrows, and an olive branch, the same design used from 1932 to 1998. The normal value of a 1967 Washington quarter in circulated condition is just 25 cents, its face value. Coins in better circulated condition may sell for $1 to $3. Uncirculated coins with sharp details and no wear are typically worth about $3 to $10. The real interest is in rare high-grade coins. A coin in top condition, such as MS-68 or higher, can sell for up to $20,000, though coins like this are extremely rare. Most coins are worth only a few dollars, but knowing the details can make collecting much more interesting. The 1967 quarter was struck in very high numbers at the Philadelphia Mint. It is copper-nickel clad, about 75% copper with 25% nickel outer layers, and weighs 5.67 grams. This weight is standard, and coins that weigh significantly more or less might indicate an error or unusual strike. Errors and unusual varieties make this coin exciting for collectors. Some known errors include off-center strikes, die cracks, double dies, or other mint mistakes. Coins with these errors, especially in uncirculated condition, can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. For example, rare 1967 quarters with verified errors in MS-66 to MS-68 condition can fetch anywhere from $50 to several $1,000s, depending on the type of error and grade. To check your coin, first look for the mint mark. Most 1967 quarters have no mint mark, meaning they were minted in Philadelphia. Examine the coin's condition. A bright coin with no wear and sharp details may be uncirculated. Weigh the coin. 5.67 grams is normal. Look closely with a magnifying glass or camera for unusual lines, doubling, or odd marks. If something unusual appears, getting it graded by PCGS or NGC can help determine its true value. Even though millions of 1967 quarters were made, coins in perfect condition or with major errors are very rare, and that rarity is what drives high auction prices. While most 1967 quarters are worth only a few dollars, top collectible examples can sell for up to $20,000, making it worth checking if you have one. Coin values can change over time. High-grade or verified error coins may rise in value, while common or worn coins typically stay low. If you plan to sell, take clear photos of both sides, note the year, mint mark, or lack, condition, and any visible errors. Check recent auction results to estimate the current market value. If you have a 1967 Washington quarter, inspect it carefully. Look at the details, check the weight, and watch for anything unusual. You might have a coin worth far more than its 25-cent face, and knowing this makes collecting more exciting. Next coin is the 1968 Washington quarter. At first glance it looks like a normal 25-cent coin, but some rare examples have sold for thousands of dollars. Most are common, but if yours is in top condition or has a rare variety, it is worth checking carefully. Even though it is mostly a coin people spend every day, collectors pay attention to high-grade pieces. Some coins have auction prices reaching $8,812 in exceptional condition. That makes it worth looking at closely if you have one in your pocket or coin jar. The 1968 quarter was made entirely in clad composition, with no silver. It has a copper core and a nickel outer layer, and it weighs about 5.67 grams. The mint struck huge numbers in 1968, making most coins very common. Philadelphia coins have no mint mark, while Denver coins carry a D to the right of Washington's bust. This was the first year the mint mark was moved to the obverse side, so it is easy to see where the coin was made. Even though the metal is ordinary, collectors look for coins in perfect condition or coins with small mint errors. The front of the coin shows George Washington facing left. You can see the words, Liberty, and, In God We Trust, as well as the year, 1968. The back has the classic eagle design with outstretched wings above arrows and an olive branch. This design was used from 1932 to 1998. Most coins are just face value, about 25 cents. Coins in average circulated condition are worth around 25 cents. Coins that are clean and show little wear might sell for $1 to $3. Uncirculated coins with full details can go for $10 to $20 for Philadelphia issues and up to $16 for Denver coins. The real value is in rare, top-grade examples. Coins graded MS-66 or above are much harder to find because most were used and show wear. One 1968 D quarter graded MS-68 sold for $8,812 at auction because it was in exceptional condition. This shows that the value range for this coin is very wide, from 25 cents to several $1,000s depending on condition, mint mark, and rarity. Coins with mint errors, unusual striking, or exceptionally clean surfaces can sell for more than typical uncirculated coins. To check your coin, first look at the mint mark. Most 1968 quarters have no mint mark for Philadelphia. Denver coins have the D to the right of the date. Next, look at the condition. Bright coins with sharp details on Washington's hair, face, and the eagle feathers on the reverse may be uncirculated. Weigh the coin. 5.67 grams is normal for a clad quarter. Any noticeable difference in weight or color could indicate a variety or error, which collectors value more highly. Use a magnifying glass or a phone camera to check for double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, or other unusual features. Coins with these characteristics are often worth more. Even though millions of these quarters were made, very high-grade coins or coins with errors are rare. That rarity is why some coins sell for high prices. Most 1968 quarters are common and worth only a few dollars. Coins in excellent condition or with verified minting errors are the ones that collectors are willing to pay hundreds or even thousands of dollars for. If you plan to sell, take clear photos of both sides of your coin, note the year, mint mark, and any unusual features. Check current auction prices or certified listings to see what similar coins have sold for. A coin in nearly perfect condition may bring a much higher price than a worn coin, even if both are the same year and mint. If you have a 1968 Washington quarter, inspect it carefully. Look at the mint mark, check the condition, weigh it, and search for unusual marks. The difference between a regular coin and one worth thousands can be small, and taking the time to examine it closely can show you whether you might have something valuable. Even though most are common, some rare examples are surprisingly worth a lot. Next coin is the 1969 Washington quarter. This coin looks like an everyday 25-cent piece, but some rare examples can be worth a lot of money. Most 1969 quarters are common, but if yours is in perfect condition or has a mint error, it is worth checking. Even though billions were made, collectors pay attention to high-grade coins. Some top-grade coins have sold at auction for around $12,000, showing how valuable a rare specimen can be. That makes it important to inspect any 1969 quarter carefully if you want to know its true value. The 1969 quarter is made entirely from copper-nickel clad, with no silver. It has a copper core and nickel outer layers, and it weighs about 5.67 grams. Coins from this year were struck in very large numbers, so most of them are easy to find in circulation. Philadelphia coins have no mint mark, while Denver coins have a small D to the right of Washington's bust. The design stayed the same as earlier Washington quarters, with Washington on the front and the eagle on the back. On the front, you can see George Washington facing left, with the words, Liberty, In God We Trust, and the year, 1969. The back shows the eagle with wings outstretched above arrows and an olive branch, the same design used from 1932 to 1998. Most 1969 quarters in circulated condition are worth just 25 cents, their face value. If your coin is lightly used but still clean, it may be worth $1 to $3. Coins in uncirculated condition with clear details might fetch $10 to $20, depending on the mint mark and how sharp the design is. The real interest is in rare, high-grade coins or those with unusual mint errors. Some coins in MS-66 or higher condition are very hard to find because most were used and show wear. Exceptional coins can sell for thousands. For example, one 1969 quarter in MS-68 sold for around $12,000 at auction. That means the value of this coin can range from 25 cents for common circulated coins to over $12,000 for rare, perfect examples. Coins with mint errors, off-center strikes, double dies, or unusual planchets are especially valuable to collectors. To check your coin, start with the mint mark. Philadelphia coins have none, Denver coins have a D. Then look at the condition. Coins with bright surfaces, sharp details on Washington's hair, face, and the eagle feathers may be uncirculated. Weigh the coin, 5.67 grams is standard. Any unusual weight or color could indicate a rare variety or error. Look closely with a magnifying glass or camera for double dies, die cracks, or off-center strikes. Coins with these features often bring higher prices. Even though billions of 1969 quarters were minted, perfect condition coins and significant errors are rare. This scarcity drives high auction prices. Most coins are still worth only a few dollars, but collectors will pay more for coins in top condition or with verified mint errors. If you want to sell, take clear pictures of both sides, note the year, mint mark, condition, and any errors. Compare your coin to recent auction results. A coin in excellent condition can bring hundreds or thousands, while a worn coin of the same year may be worth only face value. If you have a 1969 Washington quarter, take time to examine it carefully. Check the mint mark, condition, weight, and details for unusual features. Even though most are common, some coins from this year are surprisingly valuable, and a careful inspection can reveal if you have a rare collectible. Next up is the 1979 D Washington quarter. This coin is interesting because it has a D mint mark, which means it was made at the Denver Mint. Most 1979 D quarters are very common, but collectors look for coins in perfect condition or coins with unusual errors. Typical uncirculated 1979 D quarters might sell for $3 to $10, while higher grade examples can go for much more. Some sources note that a top uncirculated 1979 D-clad quarter could reach around $800. If you ever see a value like $6,000, that would only apply to an extremely rare variety or a major mint error. The 1979 D quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, which started in 1932. By 1979, the design and copper-nickel-clad composition were well established. This coin has a copper core with nickel outer layers, and it weighs about 5.67 grams. The front shows George Washington facing left. You will also see Liberty, In God We Trust, and the year 1979. The D mint mark is located on the right side of Washington's bust and indicates that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint. The back of the coin has the classic eagle design, with wings outstretched above arrows and an olive branch. This design was used on Washington quarters from 1932 to 1998. Most 1979 D quarters that you find in circulation are worth only their face value of 25 cents. Coins in slightly better condition, with minimal wear or scratches, may be worth $1 to $3. Uncirculated coins that have full detail and no wear may sell for $5 to $10. The real interest for collectors comes from coins that are in perfect condition, high-grade examples, or coins with mint errors. Some known errors for the 1979 D quarter include off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, and unusual planchets. Coins with these errors can be worth hundreds of dollars, and the rarest examples in top uncirculated grade can reach around $800 or more. To check if your 1979 D quarter might be valuable, start by looking at the mint mark. Most coins have a clear D for Denver, but rare variations or errors may look slightly different. Next, look at the condition of the coin. A coin that is bright, shiny, and has sharp details with no wear may be uncirculated. Weigh the coin as well. The standard weight is 5.67 grams. Any difference in weight, unusual color, or appearance could signal a minting error. Use a magnifying glass or a phone camera to inspect the coin closely for extra lines, doubling, off-center strikes, or other strange marks. Coins that have verified errors or are graded in very high condition often fetch the highest prices at auction. Millions of 1979 D quarters were minted, so perfect condition coins or major errors are very rare. The rarity is what makes them valuable. While most 1979 D quarters are common and only worth a few dollars, collectors are willing to pay more for uncirculated coins or coins with verified errors. The value can also change over time, so keeping the coin in good condition is important. If you plan to sell a 1979 D quarter, take clear pictures of both sides, note the year, mint mark, condition, and any visible errors. Check recent auction results to get a better idea of its current market value. Even small differences in condition or grading can make a big difference in price. If you have a 1979 D Washington quarter, take the time to inspect it carefully. Check the mint mark, weigh it, and examine the condition. Look for unusual features that may make it stand out from common coins. While most coins are only worth a few dollars, rare and high-grade coins can be worth hundreds or even more. Taking a close look at your coin could reveal it is worth much more than you expect. Final coin we will look at is the 1969 D Washington quarter. This coin has a D mint mark, meaning it was made at the Denver Mint. Most 1969 D quarters are very common because millions were minted, and all are copper-nickel clad, not silver. The front of the coin shows George Washington facing left, with the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year, 1969. The back of the coin features the classic eagle with wings spread, holding arrows, and an olive branch. This design has been used since 1932, and the 1969 D quarter follows that long-standing tradition. In normal circulated condition, a 1969 D quarter is worth about its face value, 25 cents. Coins that are a little cleaner but still circulated might sell for $1 to $3. Coins that are uncirculated and show sharp details can reach $5 to $10. The real interest comes from rare high-grade coins or coins with unusual errors. Some of these coins, in perfect condition and professionally certified, can fetch much higher prices. For example, a truly top-tier 1969 D quarter might sell at auction for around $1,420. That kind of price is very rare, and most coins in circulation are far below that value. The 1969 D quarter is copper-nickel clad, with 75% copper and 25% nickel in the outer layers and a solid copper core. It weighs about 5.67 grams. This weight is standard for all quarters made after 1964. If you find a 1969 D quarter that is heavier or looks unusual, it could be a rare error, but such cases are extremely uncommon. Collectors always watch for these oddities because they can significantly increase a coin's value. Errors and special varieties are what make some 1969 D quarters exciting. These can include off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, or coins struck on the wrong planchet. Coins with these errors, especially in high-grade uncirculated condition, can sell for hundreds or even over $1,000. Regular coins without any mistakes are usually worth only a few dollars, so spotting errors or having a coin professionally graded is very important if you want to know its true value. To check your 1969 D quarter, first look at the mint mark under the wreath on the back. Then check the coin's condition. If it is bright, shiny, and shows all the details clearly, it may be uncirculated. Use a scale to confirm it weighs 5.67 grams, and inspect it closely for any extra lines, doubling, or unusual markings. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can certify the coin's condition, which can make a big difference if you plan to sell or auction it. Even though millions of 1969 D quarters exist, very few survive in perfect condition. This is why coins that appear flawless or have rare errors are so valuable. Most 1969 D quarters are still common in circulation and worth only a few dollars. The high prices listed in coin guides reflect exceptional examples in the collector market, not what you would normally find in a coin jar or pocket. If you want to sell or collect a 1969 D quarter, take clear photos of both sides, note the year and mint mark, check the condition, and see if there are any unusual features. Compare it to recent sales of similar coins to get a realistic idea of value. Even small differences in condition can dramatically affect price. Take a moment to carefully inspect any 1969 D quarter you have. Look at the mint mark, examine the details, weigh it, and see if there are any unusual marks or errors. Most coins are worth only a few dollars, but an exceptional coin in perfect condition, or with a rare error, could be worth over $1,400. This coin reminds collectors that while many coins are common, a single rare find can be very valuable. So there you have it, 7 Washington quarters that could be worth big money, if the stars align: rarity, condition, error. Remember, most coins you pull out of change are common. But sometimes, just sometimes, you might have a hidden gem worth thousands. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin. Thanks for watching, keep hunting, keep learning, and may you find your own coin treasure.